Hello, my name is Ryan Cochran. I'm the pastor of Broadway Christian Church. I've met some of you and haven't had a chance to meet others of you, but I want to thank you for your partnership and your support of the ministry of Inasmuch. You have joined together with Broadway Christian and about 30 other churches in our city to meet some of the tangible needs of individuals in poverty in our city, and I want to thank you for that. I sent out an email about 3 months ago letting you know that we were beginning to search for a new Inasmuch director. Alan Biddle, who has been our director of Inasmuch and God has used him to build this ministry over the last 35 years. He is going to be retiring in the spring of 2022. And so we began our search and we asked you to be praying for us in that search. And so if you've done that, I just want to thank you for joining us in prayer. And I'm here today just with some very exciting news for you that the Lord has brought a director of Inasmuch to us very quickly, much more quickly than we anticipated. And I just wanted to give a short video to introduce you to her. And when she arrives in Fort Wayne in November, December, and into the beginning of the year, we'll be reaching out to you to introduce you personally, but wanted to give a short video to introduce you to Mary Ann. I could say a lot of things about Mary Ann and the things that she has done. She has lived in the corporate world for the last 28 years. Is that right, Mary Ann? As a vice president in a corporation,
yes.
Working in the area of human resources and manufacturing, which sounds like a strange shift to then become the director of Inasmuch. But what we heard in her story and saw on her resume is that she had intentionally built a workforce of over 1,000 people who had been either homeless or previously incarcerated or immigrants and refugees. And she had intentionally moved into their lives to seek to give them dignity through work and to be an ambassador for the gospel in whatever way that she could. And so I could tell you a lot about those stories. She has some great education, 2 master's degrees, and is now working on a seminary degree as God has called her into more formal ministry. But really what I want to share with you is that what we've seen in Mary Ann is a life lived by faith and dependence on God. And that is really something that is characterized Inasmuch, and Alan's leadership of Inasmuch is a ministry that is dependent on prayer and dependent on walking in faith and dependence on God. And we saw that in Mary Ann. And secondly, we really heard from her a very direct call to Inasmuch and to Fort Wayne in particular and to ministry in this city. And so as we heard that, we really affirmed the calling that God had placed on her life. And so this is Mary Ann Mings, and Mary Ann is going to be joining us in November. She's going to be working for 2 months alongside Alan and our volunteers at Inasmuch. And then in January, Lord willing, if things are going well, we'll take over as the director of Inasmuch at that time. So I wanted to introduce you to her. That's a little bit about her. And I'd just like to, Mary Ann, if you could just share just for a minute about what drew you to Inasmuch and to Fort Wayne.
Okay. All right. So, well, first of all, I'm a Midwesterner. All right. So, right now I'm in Atlanta helping out some family, but I'm a Midwesterner and Fort Wayne's in the Midwest. So I really like that. But in terms of the ministry itself, the posting called out to me the second I read it because of the words, people who were broken in poverty. And those are the people I've spent my whole career with. And I never saw it as a career. I saw it as my calling. I saw the plastics plant as my mission field. I just did. I thought that that's where God dropped me to work again with the people you said, the homeless, the people who were incarcerated, the people who had been trafficked, the people who were refugees. And I saw that they were put in my path for me to help them find dignity and respect in work, but also to see that there was a God who loved them, because all of them over that 28 years, all of them eventually said to me, "Why are you different?" All of them. And that gave me the opportunity to share my testimony of why I am different. I'm a follower of Christ, and this is what that means. And so it allowed me also with some of them to lead them to the Lord, not all of them, but some of them. And so I knew when the Lord was taking me out of corporate America, he was putting me in a kingdom-focused ministry. And the second I saw that, brokenness and poverty, I knew that's what he had prepared me for. I knew it. And so that's what drew me to it.
Well, we're excited for the foundation that God has built for this ministry over 35 years, a partnership that has joined together churches in addressing some of these needs. And we're excited for whatever God has next for us. And, we have ideas, we have thoughts and plans, but we're going to be working together here as leadership of Broadway, as well as the volunteers that come from your churches, and beginning to develop a plan and ideas of what's next over the coming years. And so thank you again for your partnership. And we hope that you'll join us in praying for Mary Ann over the next couple of months as she begins to move to Fort Wayne, and for the transition at Inasmuch. Thank you again for your partnership. We love you. We're grateful for you. And God bless you. And we look forward to talking to you soon. Peace.
All right. Thank you.